The Taylor Steel United States map, also donated by Taylor Company, goes to Wayne Schwacke. The Viking 13-piece cookware set, donated by Taylor Company, goes to Eric Stewart. And last but not least, the diamond hoop earrings, donated by an anonymous donor, now has a new owner, would be Norman Chevenel.
So Michelle will be mailing you these gifts, except for we do have the earrings, so you can wear. Okay, so who won the package, the adventure package from Bassinet? David Nobrega?
No,
Oh, Raul.
You got the beach kit right, yeah.
Okay, Raul, can you either drink that champagne tonight, or we could, okay. Well, you can bring it home you could travel home with it, but we could also ship it. I just want to make sure a Canadian didn't win, because that would be all difficult. It's difficult to ship that stuff that way. So the rest of you will be shipping your gifts, but please, you need to pay a check to the Robert Stone Memorial Fund. Please do not send it electronically to Taylor. Chris Zook and his team will get really upset with me. Robert Stone Memorial Fund is a separate entity, so write it out to that, to attention Anya Breyer, or you send it to the Taylor Company, it'll get to us, okay? And we'll come after you if we don't get one, all right? All right. Moving right along. Yes, thank you. So we're going to take some time to recognize some people who are going on to the next step in their journey, starting with Mike Nathan. Where are you, Mike? So I have a lot to say about Mike Nathan, but you guys don't want to be here all night. So I will say I've learned 3 things from Mike Nathan. Number 1, you can be a scratch golfer without having a massive ego. Number 2, the way to win a grape stopping contest is to have a size 12.5 shoe. How many people were here for that? That was awesome. Who was in there with you? I think it was Alan Rubin and you were RJ. Yeah. It was a lot. For those of you that weren't here, we had a grape stopping contest, and Mike won. That's when we had the Napa Valley deal. And then the last thing is, you don't have to have a massive territory to have a great impact on a company. Mike is always stable, always listens, and always just a joy to be around. So thank you, Mike. But before we let Mike come to the stage and take the mic, if he'd like to, I did warn you. I'd like Eric Stewart to come up here, say a few words.
So if there's anything that's been taught in my years, 30 years now, is my father taught me this: once I get this mic, it's mine. Unfortunately, I fell very far from that apple tree, so it's gonna be really short. You know, Mike and I met when I was 19. He thought I was the sweetest kid in the world. Not really. No, honestly, I did meet. I was a service tech. We met at a school event, and I had my rolled up sleeves, and I was a little prick. So anyways, long story short, it's been many years that we've worked together side by side and at different companies. And in 2018, we worked together. And I gotta say, first of all, Mike has taught me so much about taking care of the customer that I can't explain his passion for that. and it has now absorbed in my life. And completely and utterly, like, customer comes first. And another thing, last thing I'm gonna say is, for as long as I've known him, or at least worked with him, he's always made this joke inside the offices. At the end of my career, I'm gonna walk out the back door, and if this company runs exactly the same, I knew it did a damn good job. So in January, we knew he was going to be retiring, and we were going through our audit, at the end of the year audit, and I said, I'm coming out to Syracuse because we're going to sit down with all the service, our parts department, and get down to this because it was off. But and so I went there, and I see him taking his paintings off of the wall, and I'm like, holy shit, this is real. And that was the last time I saw him. And let me tell you, he did a good job. The company is running nonstop. We miss you. We are always going to miss you. You're always welcome. We expect you to be at the shows for sure, at least the bar after. So, but you've been a great asset, a great partner, and honestly wish you the best in everything you do. So.
Mike, we'd like you to come up here and say a few words. Just know we're not being rude. We did get permit. We did warn you, right? Yes, we did. Yes.
I don't have anything prepared, but that's normal. Okay, well, I gotta raise this a little bit. It's not gonna be long, but I tell you. If there's one thing I'm gonna say is that just thank you. I had some of my greatest friends here. It's sort of like college when you haven't seen anybody for 5-6 years and you get together and it's like you've never left. And that's how this group is. That's why I came here. Didn't know if I should, but I didn't know of any other way to see everybody and say, see you later. I've done this for 2/3 of my life. Started at 21. Learned a whole lot about life. And the Taylor people are like my second family, including you guys. And I couldn't ask for a better life. I mean, I really appreciate everything that it's taught me. And being in the room with the intelligent people in this group, I feel so confident about what's going on next to us, the next 10 years or next 100 years or whatever it is. I love the direction everything's going. And with Eric and my partner, Mike Johnson, I know what's going to go on. They wouldn't even know. And that's one of the guys on my accountants from way back when said, your job last year is make sure they don't miss you. And that's what I've been trying to do. And these guys are awesome. So thank you for everybody. There's not as many people, and we saw that today or yesterday with the dark green, so many new people, but Amy and Trisha and Scott and the guys I've met that we started back in Barbados together, a long time ago, but I'll never forget you guys, and I really appreciate everything you've done. Thank you.
Okay, so now I would like to welcome to the stage Taylor President Corey Cole.
All right, so thank you very much. I want to thank everybody for a fabulous week. And I want to thank everybody for all the positive comments on the way that the meeting has gone. We've heard from a lot of people comments like best distributor meeting ever. That seems pretty good. So I want to thank everybody who was involved in making this week happen. It was a lot of work. And again, thanks all the positive comment for where Taylor is. I have the opportunity to introduce a couple gentlemen that I could not be seeing the successes I am without a strong foundation to build from. So these gentlemen have been at Taylor for over 30 years, taken us through all sorts of transitions, especially the UTC to Middleby transition, which I know Middleby probably wasn't the easiest thing in the world, but they got us there. And so I'm going to invite Arlen Moll, Jeremy Dobrowolski to the stage, please. Take the So I offered him up to say a few words, and I saw Arlen's speech, and it was about revenue, EBITDA, margins, and all sorts of other boring stuff. So without further ado, I'm going to ask Jeremy to talk. Thank you.
Wow, that was kind of a tame response to the two of us. Come on. First of all, it's great to see you all. It really is. It's been a long time coming for both of us, I guess, but it's an amazing place to be tonight. One of the things I was looking at the pictures going by, and I realized, damn, I'm tall. The other thing I would say is that the fashion choices over the years have not gotten any better. A couple of things, though. I thank you, Corey, for asking us to be here. Thank you to all Taylor for asking us to be here. I really appreciate it. I will tell you and confess to you that this week has been a bit of a emotional roller coaster for me. I've been away from the business for about 2 years and kind of gone on a journey on my own for a while. And it's taken a while to get there and get here. And I really didn't know how I was going to handle all this. Coming here and seeing all of you brings back a flood of memories and a lot of emotions there. It's hard for me to keep myself together here up on stage. But the one thing I take comfort in and I realize is that this is a family, and this is unique and special, and that is not a repetitive statement. But there are people here, and all of you I missed incredibly. Even you, Larry. But every conversation over the last couple of nights, sitting around a table, hearing the stories and the amazing diversity that's in this room of people and personalities, and the amount of effort and time that goes into your lives to not only support Taylor, but to support your employees, to make sure that you're taking care of everybody around you, all your technicians, all your staff, all their families. The burden that puts on you is immense, and you all ring the bell every day. You literally do. So to me, that's just an amazing accomplishment, and that's an amazing act of heroism, frankly, in the world we live in today. To have that dedication and commitment to your people is phenomenal. I actually had a little bit of a similar conversation here with the international group a couple days ago, and one of the things that I brought up is that there's a TV program out here in the States called Finding Your Roots. It's on PBS. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's basically a show where a gentleman brings in two people and basically does their genealogy for them and takes them through their family history all the way back as far as they can go. And and they uncover so much, and so much that people don't know. And what's surprising to me is how little people know about their families and their heritage and their legacy. This is our family here. This is our roots. This is our genealogy. So know your family, know your genealogy, know where you came from, and realize that every day, we can forget about the past, but going forward, this legacy that we have here is what you're going to represent to everybody, right? And make sure that you keep bringing that legacy forward, and you keep reinventing yourselves every day as part of what is so special about Taylor. So, I just want to thank you all for allowing me to be part of your lives, allowing me to be part of Taylor's incredible history. And I just wish you all the best during the course of this year. And the celebration can continue on for a long time, as far as I can concern. As long as we can come back and enjoy it with you, I'll be happy to show up and be part of that, okay? So thank you so much. All right, so I've never done well with that. Thank you so much. Can I ask one indulgence from all of you? I wouldn't be standing up here if it wasn't for one other person. I rarely say thank you, which is horrible. But she has been part of my life for 38 years and has helped us raise a family and put up with every travel nuance. I was gone for weeks on end, and around the world and in places that she was worried about, everywhere from Russia to China to wherever. And she never complained, and she was always a great sense of humor and laughter. You all probably know her laugh, but I would like to thank Denise for everything. I really do. All right, so here's kind of the fun part of this whole thing, right? Amy, you said they're all up here. Where are they? Oh, they're there. Sorry. This is why we rehearse, right? Okay, so one of the things I'm going to do a Donald Trump thing. So those of you who have a ring like this, could you all please stand? All right, so this wonderful ring is a reflection of dedication to Taylor, and it was created about, 1965, 66, in honor of leadership dedication on the part of Taylor management and distributor leadership, and to honor people who've been part of that group for 30 years plus, or 30 years or more. And the ring itself it's kind of a hybrid of the old Taylor logo that has the crown on it, and then it has the modern crown on it, and then it has a diamond in it. And it's a very unique award. And by the time we are done tonight, there will only be 70 people in the world who have ever received this award. So we have 2 people in the audience tonight that we're going to give this award to. And I don't want anybody to faint, please, when we give this award away. The first one, if Arlen wants to add color commentary, I won't stop him. Go for it. We're slowing down. We had agreed earlier that we do a Penn and Teller thing, and I would be all talking and he would say nothing, but so the first ring that we will award tonight is for someone who's been part of Taylor obviously for 30 years, who's been a representative of great customer service, evolution of business wisdom and savvy. At times, and I will say this, and if I insult this person right now, I'm sorry, but I mean this with all the love in my heart. At times, irritating as hell. Somebody who was always willing to step out and say what he thought was on his mind. Remind us of what we were supposed to be doing. Keep reminding us of what we're supposed to be doing. And, grew one business into 2 businesses, into 3 businesses, into 4 businesses, and has continued to flourish in good times and in bad, but always been the core representative of Taylor customer service and customer dedication. And I really do appreciate the conversations we had, as long as he didn't end every sentence with it, if you know what I mean. So, without further ado, Tom and Manny. Yes! I'm gonna give this to you, buddy. Say hi to Arlen, because he signed all your checks.
I won't say much. Everybody always says I'm good with numbers. I've been with Taylor for 42 years, and they're giving me a 30-year ring, so. I'm joking saying that, yep, so. And then Arlen's giving me a bill at the end of this, so. So thanks again. I mean, seriously, I had a long career. I mean, my whole life's been Taylor, too. I always tell everybody, I started in deliveries at $6 an hour. Bob and Rick, Seneca and Bob Willard, give me an opportunity, and I got pretty good at it, believe it or not. So they put me in service. Pretty good at that, too, so they put me in sales. Pretty good at that, too, and they kept putting me where they were trying to find a place I wasn't good at. I don't know, I'm probably there now, because obviously I'm not really speaking, but I thank everybody. It's just such a team, and it's so easy to do. I mean, at least for me. I mean, I think about it all the time. I get paid for talking. Really, so I get paid for talking. By the way, I got another 30 minutes now. I'm just kidding. Thanks, everybody.